So probably the best place to start with the all-new Mustang is the exterior, and for that, I'm going to turn it over to Chris Walter.
Thank you, Mike. Hi, Chris here. I'm the exterior design manager for Mustang, and I've been part of the Mustang story for some time now. I was a designer on the boards for the 15 car. I also was on the team that helped deliver the Mustang Mach-E, and then I'm lucky enough to be the exterior design manager for the 2024 Mustang. So, the 7th Gen Mustang is a modern interpretation of an icon, and its heritage-inspired design has the timeless proportion, silhouette, and those notable cues of the first generation Mustang. When you look at the coupe here, and you look at the convertible, you're going to notice that these 24 Mustangs, they are unmistakably Mustang. They retain everything that you would expect a Mustang to be. But from a surface language perspective, from the line work, it's expressed in a modern, new way. And that was our purpose to really feature this car for the just to take it to a new generational leap on this car. So what grabs you first on this car when you look at it? You're going to probably say, wow, you know, it looks really sharp, it looks edgy, it's sharp-edged, it looks chiseled. And you're going to notice that from the front here with the lamps, the tri-bar LED lamps, walking all the way through the car into the hip intersection, back to the tri-bar tail lamps. And it really, you know, you take a look at this car from the front to the rear, you can really see that the surface language and design, it really underlines its American muscle car roots. So what was our goal? Our goal was to, remain pure to what a Mustang is, but also to appeal to a new generation of Mustang buyers. And so, if we're going to talk about Mustang buyers, our customers love to make Mustangs their own. And how do they do that? They customize their Mustangs. Over 60 years. We're almost up on 60 years for the Mustang. And throughout those years, the enthusiasts have made their Mustangs their own, whether stripe packages, different wheels, trim levels. Again, we've got the GT, the EcoBoost, we have the Dark Horse, all these different series. And behind me, you're going to see just a handful of some of our all-new wheels. We have an offering of 12 wheels for the Mustang for 24. Some real stunning designs. You have so many to choose from, and a lot of different finishes on those wheels as well. And right behind those wheels are these Brembo brakes, the calipers here. You can get those in 4 different colors. You'll notice that you can, even there's a little Easter egg of a pony on the Brembo brake. 6 different interior environments, 11 exterior colors for Mustang, Vapor Blue and Yellow Splash being the all-new colors for 24. So again, we love to make our Mustangs our own. And then talking again about the differences, the unique differences, let's point out the difference between the GT and the EcoBoost. So it starts at the front end. You're going to notice that the EcoBoost and the GT, really the only thing on that front end that they share are the headlamps. Completely different hood, different fascias, different grille openings. You'll have a hood extractor for the GT here. More aggressive grille openings for the GT. The front end of the EcoBoost, it looks tough, and the front end of the GT, it's taken up to a new level. So larger openings for those grille openings, and not just appearance, it's also for function, for better airflow. Now I'm going to break down the front end design a little bit for you, and if you can imagine you're driving down the road and you see a Mustang, a 24 Mustang in your rear view mirror, the first thing you're going to notice is this bold, unwavering horizontal line that runs it from east to west. It's punctuated on each side by the LED lights, and that gives it a very aggressive look. I like mean-looking cars. I don't like cars that look nice. I like aggressive cars. And that's what we wanted to do with the Mustang. We wanted to give it a real confident look down the road. It's got a really kind of mean-looking brow. Also, you'll notice the U-shape of the upper grille. That's a bit of a nod to the first generation Mustang as well. So there's little nods here and there to the heritage. Like I said, we're playing into the heritage-inspired design, but taking it to a new level. So I'm going to walk over on the other side. You guys can stay over here. I'm going to talk about the side. So everybody can recognize this beautiful silhouette. Optimized roofline coming back here. We lowered the belt line over the 6th generation car. This is probably dropped about 14 millimeters. That's roughly about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. Also, you're going to notice that, again, not a lot of undercuts through this body side. It's very sheer. Look at the intersections. Again, sharp, chiseled. The best way I can say is this car has got more brawn. It's got a brazenness to it, right? It's just, again, this is taking it to a kind of a new kind of fresher feel. Now, this is one of the most unique parts of the Mustang, and this is from the rear view. Those of you that kind of want to just chill in the shade, you can, but I'm going to kind of talk to the side view of the rear deck lid here. So if you guys want to join me over here, or if you want to look at the convertible, I'll take you through the story. But the first thing that you're going to notice in the back of the new 2024 Mustang is this very abrupt angle. It's very chiseled. Again, I'm going to talk about those words over and over again: edgy, sharp, and chiseled. And that's what we wanted to do with this Mustang. Now, this very deep undercut that you see here, if you think about the 1967 Fastback, I don't know if you can conjure up that image in your mind. The 1967 Fastback, if you can't remember what it looks like, look it up online. It's got a kind of a concave section, and that concave section runs all the way through into the tri-bar tail lamps. And, well, we're doing kind of the same thing, except we're doing it again, and how did I say it? A very edgy and chiseled way. And also, another interesting thing to note about this design, I talked to you about when you're in the front, when the car's behind you, you see it in the rear view mirror, so you see the front of the car. When that car passes you, when that Mustang passes you, and it just zooms by you, you're going to see a really stunning look at this rear end of the vehicle as well. And you're going to notice this abrupt undercut. It makes the car look lower and wider. And as designers, we like to make, especially cars like Mustangs, lower and wider. It looks more tough. So what it does is the light hits this, it casts this shadow on here, it really breaks it up, and it gives it just a really kind of a fresh look. So when you guys are out on your drives today, check that out. Also, look at this feature that runs through here, and again, this is also kind of a vestige of just this undercut. This line, that points right to the rear wheels, and right there is where the power hits the road. And it's right over these very strong, chiseled, brawny haunches. Okay, all right. I should mention that there's a fun little Easter egg on the back light, on the back window here. Little graphics of all 7 generations of our Mustang. And there's other Easter eggs throughout the car too. You're going to notice that as you have a chance to get in them and drive around. So again, I worked on the exterior. We also worked with the interior. We worked together on a lot of things, but I'm gonna touch on the design of the interior. Obviously, we have this digital display. Craig is going to talk to you about that more in depth, about the HMI and the digital display. But the biggest thing that I can say about the interior right off the bat is that it is a progressive, disruptive, personalizable interior, and it's focused on the driver. Okay, so these screens that you see here, they're angled 10 degrees towards the driver. It's driver oriented. This is a driver oriented machine. You have a 12.4 inch cluster gauge up front and a 13.2 inch center stack. And like I said, Craig will take you through all the amazing digital graphics on that. Now, the biggest shift that we've made here is for the 24 Mustang is we've gone away from that double brow. So this is all new. If you describe the exterior as edgy, I'm going to say that the interior is disruptive. And again, we're leaning into that new generation of Mustang buyer. We're really excited. It also, I should mention that we've upped our game in some of our materials. It's more premium, softer touch armrests. Some of the details that you can get on the seat belts are, well, there's some stripes there that really, again, goes back to the customization and personalization of the car. So the last thing I'm going to say is again, the exterior design team and the interior design team, we work together, and we really are proud. We feel like we came together with a really great unified design, and super excited about it. This Mustang keeps the faith. It keeps the legacy of the faith of what Mustang is, but it takes it to a whole new level.
Bueno, aquí estamos en los famosos cañones del sur de California y estamos siguiendo aquí al Mustang original. Quédate ahí un momento.